Google's Pixel 9 Pro Fold has arrived. It's the second-generation book-style foldable phone from the firm, priced at $1,799. It is larger and lighter than the previous Pixel Fold, with more RAM, new screens, and a slew of new AI functions. However, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, which was unveiled at the Made by Google event, joins an increasingly crowded foldable smartphone industry. One of its many opponents will undoubtedly be the Oneplus Open, which debuted last year for $1,700. Rumors suggest that the Oneplus Open will not be refreshed until 2025. While the Oneplus Open is $100 less than the 9 Pro Fold before carrier discounts, and offers double the internal storage of 512 gigs, among other benefits. Keep in mind that the Oneplus Open was released in 2023, so it has last year's flagship features. For example, it is powered by the top-of-the-line Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor. You also miss out on a year of software upgrades because you're purchasing a phone in 2023. The OnePlus Open comes with 4 years of Android OS updates, while the Pixel 9 Pro Fold gets 7 years. If you purchase the OnePlus Open in 2024, you are only eligible for 3 years of software updates, which last until 2027. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold should theoretically last until 2031. This is likely the most significant difference, at least on paper, between Oneplus and Google's foldable phone proposals. The Pixel 9 Fold Pro also improved its hardware performance. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold is Google's lightest folding phone yet, at 257 kilos instead of 283 grams in 2023. But the OnePlus Open is even lighter, weighing only 239 grams. However, the Pixel Fold 9 Pro has the advantage in terms of thinness. It is approximately 1.7 mm thinner than the Z Fold 6. In addition to its slimmer form, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold boasts a higher IPX8 rating than the Open, which is IPX4. The IPX8 designation indicates that it can withstand submersion in 1.5 meters of water for up to 30 minutes, which is the same as the Z Fold 6. While the Open's IPX4 designation indicates that it cannot be submerged in water, it should be able to withstand light rain or accidental splashes. Neither phone is immune to dust infiltration, which is common with foldable. In fact, no other folding phone is rated to completely keep out dust particles, with the exception of the 2023 Motorola Razr Plus, which has an IP54 classification. The Z Fold 6 is resistant to solid items larger than 1 mm, but remains sensitive to sand and tiny particles. The two phones each include 5 cameras, 3 rear cameras, including a telephoto camera, and 2 front-facing cameras, one above the external cover display and one on the interior screen. The OnePlus Open's telephoto camera can achieve 3x optical zoom. It is also featured on the OnePlus 12, whereas the 9 Pro Fold can achieve 5x zoom. Both devices have huge batteries. However, the OnePlus Open has a slightly larger battery capacity of 4,805 mAh than the Pixel 9 Pro Fold's 4,650 mAh, with more capacity sometimes, but not always, resulting in longer battery life. Unlike the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, the OnePlus Open lacks wireless charging capabilities. In a departure from the new standard, the OnePlus Fold includes a 67-watt charger in the package, albeit one that converts USB-A to USB-C, which should recharge faster than the Pixel 9 Pro Fold's 45-watt charger. The majority of cell phones sold in the United States do not include a charging brick in the box. One such foldable is the OnePlus Open, which we commended for its sophisticated software and thin form factor. Is it better than the new Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold? With similar designs, pricing points, and feature sets, you'll probably consider both of these phones. The question is, which one is better for you? Let's have a look. Now, the major question is whether you should get the Pixel 9 Pro Fold or the OnePlus Open. There's no doubt that OnePlus has done an excellent job with the camera system on the OnePlus Open, but those looking for the greatest cameras on a foldable should consider the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. The 48MP main lens, 10.5 megapixels ultra-wide, and 10.8 megapixels telephoto lenses all deliver comparable hardware performance to the previous Pixel Fold and are backed up by Google's outstanding photo processing capabilities. The dual 10 megapixels selfie cameras provide excellent 4K video capture and crisp selfies. Plus, Google includes all of the smart features that users enjoy, such as night sight, astrophotography, magic editor, magic eraser, action pan, and new features like Add Me, which allows you to add individual people to a single photo. The Oneplus Open features strong photography hardware, including a 48 megapixels primary camera, 64 megapixels telephoto, and 48 megapixels ultra-wide, but the results aren't quite as excellent as the Pixel. If camera quality is important to you, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold is the better option. Unless you've been living under a rock, you're aware that Google has accelerated the integration of artificial intelligence into its devices. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold is not an exception. The phone includes Gemini, a substitute for Google Assistant that leverages advanced machine learning to be more smart and useful than ever before. In addition, you receive Pixel Pictures and Pixel Studio, two new maps that employ Gemini's AI to analyze and sort your pictures, while also generating customizable images on the fly. In contrast, the Oneplus Open does not rely on artificial intelligence. The Open's AI can only install Gemini or ChatGPT as standalone apps. No system-level integration, and OnePlus doesn't seem interested yet. With these AI features and more to come, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold is the device to own if you want to embrace the upcoming AI future. While both phones are still delicate because they fold in half, water resistance is improving on these smartphones, with the Pixel 9 Pro Fold boasting some of the greatest on the market. With the Open, OnePlus claims to provide 4 years of substantial software upgrades and 5 years of security patches. That's fine, but Google offers a better value with the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. Google provides 7 years of upgrades for the 9 Pro Fold, so you'll have access to all of the latest features until at least 2031. It makes Google's phone the best option for getting the most out of your next phone. The OnePlus Open is possibly the best multitasking phone ever made, and it's all due to the software. OnePlus debuted Open Canvas with this phone, which allows you to run 3 apps in distinct panels and switch between them whenever you want. You may also open other apps in floating windows, use a floating taskbar to switch between apps, view recently used files, and more. It also performs very well, making full use of the large display to let you finish your job on the fly. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold can't compete with this. While you can run apps in split-screen mode and use a floating taskbar, navigating between apps or floating app windows is not as simple as it is with Open Canvas. OnePlus managed to outperform Google in terms of software, which is nearly unheard of. The OnePlus Open boasts a 4,805 mAh battery that can easily last a whole day on a single charge. Meanwhile, the Pixel 9 Pro Fold has a smaller 4,650 mAh battery, which isn't ideal if you want the greatest battery life possible in your future phone. When you consider charging speed, the OnePlus phone becomes even more enticing. While Google has upped the speed of the Pixel 9 Pro Fold to 45 watt, the OnePlus Open enables 67 watt fast charging, allowing you to get through the day in 10 to 20 minutes, which is ridiculous. What is the best part? The Open includes the requisite charger. However, the Pixel requires you to purchase Google's new 45 watt charger separately. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold comes with either 256 gigs or 512 gigs of storage. While that may be sufficient for most people, those who require the biggest storage space will want to purchase the OnePlus Open. That phone can be set up with up to 1 terabyte of storage, which is excellent for a smartphone and ideal for folks who require as much space as possible for all of the random films and data they accumulate over time. This one is simple. If you want to save money, get the OnePlus Open. It's currently on sale for $1,399, which is $300 off the original price. But the Pixel 9 Pro Fold starts at $1,799. Plus, you can trade in any phone through one-plus.com and receive an instant $200 plus discount, significantly lowering the price. At that moment, the Open becomes an incredible value, ideal for individuals who do not want to spend nearly $2,000 on their next phone. So, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech news and updates.